Right, welcome back to the second part of Node.js or running JavaScript on web server. We will start with reading files. We'll provide an example, but first I'll start it in the end as usual. I'll start it with a metaphor. So reading files synchronously is like an old, inefficient way of ordering food at a restaurant. You get to wait to the restaurant. Uh, Once you order, you get to wait, and then you need to wait for the food before you can do other things, such as browsing your phone or talking to your friends. That's the synchronous way. But with the asynchronous function of Node.js, you can do other things and then the chef will just notify you once the order has been completed. So I'll show you an example to make this thing clear. But first, here's the description. For the synchronous reading of files, the FS module provides the read file sync function. As a parameter, you must pass the path to the file. I'll show you an example in VS Code on how this works. So this start with const fs equal require fs module. So what this means is you walk to the restaurant because this require actually means you import these fs modules from node.js, and then this constant fs, we set that fs as a constant. So it's like in JavaScript when we set the fs or a constant. It's almost the same in Node.js, but in Node.js, we need to install that Node.js on our system, like here in my operating system. And after that, once we're able to enter the restaurant, by default, Node.js allow us to access our file system. Now here's a read file function which include in this module. So this module is actually an object, just like what we've discussed in the previous videos, that has complicated functions. So read file is one of its functions. So it says to this to read file asynchronously, the input text. Here is the parameter, so that's what it means. Provides the read file function as a parameter, we must pass the path to the file. So here's the path to the file. Since we're on this directory, we are able to access this file. As a return value, you get a buffer which, for example, for output to the console, you must first convert it into a strings by calling toString. So this data, that toString, is how we convert it. So it's like when you serve the food to the customer, you don't serve it using the raw ingredients. You serve it using a cooked food. So that's data, that to string. Reading files synchronously is only useful if you read small files. So for reading files synchronously, it's only useful for small files. So here's an example of reading files synchronously. As you can see, guys, there's a delay because that's actually um, how synchronous file works. It needs to work first with this. So you're saying here to do this while without interrupting. So you need to stand at the or you need to wait at the table for the food before you can chat with your friends, open your phone, etc. Writing files, similar to reading files, both asynchronous function and an asynchronous function are available for writing files. So here's an example for writing files. Let's say, here's how we implement this. So here we import the require fs as well, and then we use write file function. and then the path as a parameter, and then what we want to do or to write in that, which is hello world. And in case any error, we can return error. And then we write or we read that file to make sure that we have the right, we write the right word, such as hello world here. We can see that we're able to do the hello world. Now, after this, we can like add another operations here in this number 15 line to do something other than this. So we can perform operation like 15 plus 8 while we're waiting for this. So that's the beauty of asynchronous file. Deleting files. For deleting files, the unlink and unlink sync functions are available. So again, this is just inherit files or inherit modules from Node.js or built-in modules. As background, the name stems from the idea that with the two functions, not only files can be deleted, but also symbolic links can be removed. So the reason why it's unlink and link is because it uses link or the symbolic, it delete the symbolic reference as well. So for regular files, it is called hard links. For reference file, it's called symbolic links. So the reason why this called unlink is because it also deletes the reference file. So when we run this node delete.js, it's file created because we create this hello world, and then if error, we return file created if it's successful. And then after that, we delete the file, and then we return file deleted again. So that's basically how we create this. And then in the next videos, we will provide a way to make this easier, like the routing engine that we've discussed in the previous video to simplify this because this operation it's complicated to implement in large application. So this node server is only applicable for this small application. As you can see, it's not that complicated or we can't really make an application on this. We can only do simple read and write. But using Express, we will use routing engine and we will start to perform complicated forms in the next videos. And again, guys, thank you for watching and see you on the next videos.